Which are the 5 highest paying certifications in 2026, which you should consider doing to increase your salary? If you're going to spend 6 months and thousands of dollars on a certification, you need to know which ones actually move the needle on your salary. We analyze salary data, job postings, and employer surveys to rank the top 5. We pulled salary data from PMI, CFA Institute, ASCM, LinkedIn, and Global Knowledge surveys. Here is what the numbers actually say. Subscribe to Abstratica for more insightful information and training videos. All right, let's get straight into the data.
The career market right now is defined by what I call the certification paradox. There are literally hundreds of credentials out there, but the difference between a worthwhile certification and a worthless one isn't about the curriculum. It is entirely about employer demand. Look, a brilliant certification that no employer cares about, that's just an expensive hobby. We are ranking these strictly by what employers are actively demanding in job postings and the hard, undeniable salary correlations attached to them. To give you an exact financial model of your return on investment, we scored every credential across 4 rigid pillars. We looked at the median salary uplift, the absolute best career stage to take the exam, the total capital cost, so exam fees plus study materials, and the actual time it takes to certify. We're strictly using median figures here. No opinions, just the math. Coming in at number 5 is the Google Cloud Professional Architect certification. Now, AWS might have the biggest overall market share, but GCP certifications are currently appearing in 15% of all cloud roles, and that number is growing incredibly fast. That specific growth creates a highly lucrative supply and demand gap. The payoff here is a median annual salary premium of $12,500 over a standard non-certified IT-based salary. And if you stack this to achieve multi-cloud expertise, you're looking at commanding up to a massive 25% premium overall. The ROI on this is fantastic because it's a highly efficient capital investment. You only need about $200 for the exam and a median time investment of just 115 hours. So, who is this for? It's best for mid-career data-focused professionals or infrastructure engineers specifically at companies using GCP. But the data proves it is definitively not right for non-technical managers or general IT staff who aren't touching cloud architecture directly. Don't waste your time if that's you. Number 4 on our list is the Certified Public Accountant, or CPA. In finance and accounting, this credential isn't just a nice-to-have. It acts as an absolute, non-negotiable barrier to entry for serious career advancement. Earning this secures a median salary premium of $15,000 annually over non-certified accountants. But honestly, the real value is that the CPA is explicitly required in over 60% of senior accounting and audit job postings. Without it, your career ceiling is essentially capped. The barrier to that $15,000 premium is incredibly steep, though. You must invest a median of $2,250 across 4 rigorous exam sections, and you'll need to dedicate roughly 400 hours to prepare. It's designed to weed people out. The CPA is best for early career professionals aiming for audit or public accounting partnerships. If you're on that track, you have to do it. But it is definitively not right for general corporate finance analysts or investment bankers who really need to be focusing their energy elsewhere. At number 3, we're looking at the operations sector with the ASCM and APIX certifications, specifically the CPIM and CSCP. With global logistics disruptions everywhere, supply chain expertise is commanding a serious premium right now. The numbers are crystal clear. Professionals holding a supply chain bachelor's degree see a $15,000 median gap when they add an APIX certification to their resume. They jump from an $85,000 median salary straight up to $100,000 compared to their non-certified peers. Now, geography plays a massive role in your ROI here. Globally, these certs provide a solid 20% median salary increase. But if you look at specific logistics hubs, places like Canada, the UK, the UAE, or Australia, credential holders see median pay around CAD 100,000 or its equivalent, driven by intense regional demand. This is best for mid to senior level supply chain directors, logistics planners, and operations managers. However, it is absolutely not right for professionals outside of direct physical product logistics. If you're managing software delivery, this will do nothing for your salary. Our runner-up at number 2 is the Project Management Professional, or PMP. This is by far the most recognized project management credential globally, and it's literally demanded in 40% of all relevant project management job postings. The geographic impact here is fascinating. The global average premium for a PMP is 17%, but in highly competitive markets, take India for example, PMP holders experience an explosive 33 to 35% median salary hike. Similar spikes happen in the US and Singapore. To get it, you're looking at $555 for the exam and a median of 200 hours of study. But the real hurdle isn't the test cost or the study time. It's the mandatory prerequisite. You need 36 months of real-world project management experience before you can even sit for the exam. The PMP is best for mid-career professionals executing complex projects in consulting, defense, construction, or healthcare. It is absolutely not right for freshers, since you literally don't qualify yet, or those operating strictly in agile tech startups, where Scrum Master certification is way more practical. Taking the absolute #1 spot for ROI is the Chartered Financial Analyst, or CFA Charter. It has the highest barrier to entry, but as a result, it carries the most dominant signaling value on the market today. Just look at this structural gap in earning power. The median compensation for a standard bachelor degree holder in finance is $88,000. For a CFA charter holder, that median leaps to a staggering $155,000. But make no mistake, you earn every penny of that premium. The commitment is massive. A median capital outlay of $3,250 and over 900 hours of brutal study spanning 3 separate exam levels. The CFA is unparalleled for mid-level investment analysis and portfolio management. However, it is definitively not right for retail banking or corporate accounting. The massive time investment simply won't translate to a viable salary bump in those specific lanes. Let's summarize the data into a final decision framework. If you are in supply chain, go here to Apex. If you are in finance, go here to the CFA. If you are in project management, go here to the PMP. You have to align the credential tightly to your specific industry to see the financial return. I'll leave you with this final crucial question. Are you investing in a signal or just buying a certificate? Before you spend thousands of dollars and hundreds of hours, ensure the employers in your target geography actually demand the credential. That's the only way to guarantee your ROI. Thanks for watching this video, and go use this data to drive your next career move.